the YouTube channel. You joined me today, not in Norway, but down at Southbourne beach. Since I've been back from Norway, the weather and work commitments have been horrendous. So it's Monday. I worked all last night and I worked this morning. So then I suddenly decided it's time to get out. There's a little bit of a weather window. I grabbed my kit and I have come down to Southbourne. But the wind conditions, I think the weatherman's lying again. I've got it with my beach buddy at the moment because the wind is blowing straight across the beach at the moment, which it didn't give. But cross fingers, it is. When I just checked the windy up again now, it is due to drop off. So hopefully make it a bit more of a pleasant evening. I've come down to the left-hand side of Southbourne because I went to the right-hand side and it's quite full with, because it's half term, quite full of people jumping in, for believing or running in and out of the sea, crazy people. So I've come down to the left-hand side. It's a little bit deeper, this area, and I've done well in the pasture, so we'll see it's a bit of colour to the water. So cross fingers we can get some ray in that out. What I'll do is now, I have cast 2 rods out and they're just settling. I'll take you through the kit I'm using tonight. I'll go through the rigs and I'll go through one of the rigs which I think if you looked on the YouTube channel you see me making it, the Up Over Pulley rig which I designed. So we'll go through that now and I'll go through obviously baiting up. Yeah, cross fingers, we can have a few fish tonight, but it's just nice to be out on the beach again and a little bit of a break in the weather. But yeah. Hello everyone and welcome back. Obviously I took you down just now to go and see the rods, but I couldn't speak down there because the wind was just howling. It's proper picked up at the moment. It's just blowing down the beach from left to right. So I got you in my beach shelter. Now as you can see, I'm using the Cobra Match T2s tonight. I love them for Southbourne. Brilliant. They cast miles, light as a feather. And believe it or not, they've got quite a bit of grunt in them and the bite detection is brilliant. So I've got those tonight. I'll run you quickly through the rigs I'm going to be using tonight and the difference when I use them. Obviously you've seen, if you've watched the YouTube channel, the Up and Over rig which I designed with a pulley built into it, which is a tremendous rig. This rig which I'm going to show you now is my adaptation of a one up one down. Everyone knows that. But as you can see, I'll go through it now. My snud's here. Off my snud then I've got tubing, power swivel, bead, swivel, bead, Xenon 75 pound. But then that comes down to, as you can see, the running part of it. Yeah, that's slid down, so it's another bead. And then I've got my bait clip onto my lead weight, show cast, then another bead, then down to my 100 pound swivel, another bit of silicone tubing, down to my bottom snud, which is blackout, 58 pound. And then I've got my Sonics Pro cascade swivel, and then I've got a little short 30 pound link with 2 bait stops either side of it there, and they're just size 4s. As you can see with this, it's just an up and over. That's all I've done into it. I've just made it a moving part one, and then there's like a pulley on top. Like we spoke about, if there are crabs and they do snip you off, you can just simply put new ones on and you're away to go again. Also, we spoke about, I like movement, so if you've got a fish on you, I just leave it sit there for a bit longer, and obviously because the whole rig can move, it's actually moving the other bait, and then you can often pick up a double shot then. But yeah, that's the rig. What I'll do is now, in the next stage, I'll go you through how I bait up sandeel on it. My good friend Julian Shambrook used to be my coach years ago, and he showed me a way of baiting up sandeel. I've always done it, see if it works for you, but it always works for me. But yeah, I'll do that next. Yeah, welcome back. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to take you through baiting up. I'm going to use small sandeel. I don't like using big baits on Southbourne. Sometimes I use one with a big bait and put it in the gutter. But I've seen my good friend Tom Bagnall and that, he fishes here. And I've learnt off Tom, I learn off everyone. Little small sand eels, and you can catch some big ray in it. My biggest ray I've had from here have come on small sand eels. So what I'll do is now I'll take you through how I bait up sand eels. I've done it for years now. Believe it or not, years ago my old coach Julian Shambrook showed me this, and I've stuck to it. And it's worked for me, especially when you match fishing and that. So there's your sand eel. That's all I've done is head and tailed it. My hook. And you're going to thread it basically like a worm. Try not to break the skin at any time. I'll tell you why now. It's a bit tricky when they're a bit frozen. So then I threaded it on like a worm, and I haven't punctured anywhere, as you can see. But what that does is, all the scent then will be coming out where your hook is. And I've learnt that, and it always works. Because you don't want the fish trying to grab the middle of the bait if there's scent coming out of there. You want it to actually grab where the point is. So as it is now, there's no skin is punctured, and then the bait's coming out of there. Simply then, same again when you're using a bait and eating like I am. Try not to break the skin, come out. Close that up. Yeah. And then lightly bait elastic it down, and then back over, crisscrossing on yourselves. When I'm fishing in the Bristol Channel and all that, and most of the Welsh boys will say just get it on there as much bait as possible. But when I'm match fishing and when I'm fishing places like this, it's more finesse. Yeah, and as you can see, I just move my bait stops down now, and that's how I bait up a sand eel. As you can see, all the scent and that is coming out where your hook is, so the fish normally hits it there. But yeah, nice tip for you, and I hope it works for you, and give it a try. Cheers, but I hope it works for me as well now. Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately at this stage, I forgot to knock my microphones on because of the wind. But I'm talking about the white din. As soon as the lights went out, the white din came through, plague proportion. And the issue I had, obviously, my rods were about 20 or 30 yards down from the beach buddy. So I was standing down there. But yeah, it was relentless. 2 white din at a time. Both rods kept on going over. And then I kept on telling you couldn't bring you back to this. It was getting really bad. I was going to go on to plan P, bigger baits, but then I thought I'll stick it out and hopefully we could get into a ray, which I did, and which you'll see.
Oh, hello everyone. Well, I managed to battle through those white din and a little small-eyed ray. Not the biggest, but a welcome sight, because these white din are again on my nerves now. They are relentless. So I persevered. Hopefully I can get a bigger one now. But what I'll do is plan B will come into action. I'll just have to put much bigger baits on. Because the white din now are just hoovering up everything. There's one on the other end of this, but yeah, taking on the Up and Over Pulley rig. Brilliant rig, highly recommend it, especially when there's a lot of tide. But yeah, I'll keep plodding on now and see if I can get a bigger one.
At this stage now, as you can see, I was having problems with the microphone and the wind. So I tried to edit it out, but I couldn't. It's just impossible with the wind noise now. It proper picked up, as you can see, the jacket and the hoodie and everything up. But yeah, the fishing was relentless with the white din, as you knew. But I fished through it, managed to pick up that small ray. And then, as you can see, I managed to pick up a bit bigger ray, which was welcome, because it didn't amount to white din, which I had to go through to get that. But believe it or not, I lifted up now. And I caught my first place of the season on a whole sand eel at Darkness. As I said before, Southbourne will throw up some really strange fish at strange times. But a welcome sight to tick off the list for the beginning of the year. But I didn't expect to get it on sand eel and that. But yeah, lovely, another small-eyed ray. And I get it back in a minute and then keep on fishing.
since you last see me bringing our whiting in, it's just been double shots. My last cast are out now, because it's 10:30 and I go work at 5 in the morning, so I'll be calling in night. If I do catch anything on my last cast other than whiting, I will bring you back. But yeah, we managed to catch 2 ray and a rockling, which is going to go off my Tronics 4 scorecard. But yeah, for February, it hasn't been too bad, you know. February is quite a mixed month. You know, the winter species are going and the summer species haven't arrived. But yeah, it's just nice to get out into the beach. And thank you for watching the channel. There is a lot going to be happening in the channel this year, because we've got some top ambassadors and some great anglers. So I'll be visiting them and doing some filming with them to see how they fish in their area, top tips which they can give us. But yeah, it'll be a good year, I think, for Tronics 4. So keep tuned and thank you for watching. Bye.